Hello everybody, and welcome back to another flow from Well Life Yoga and Health. Today we will be spending 25 minutes flowing through different variations of Pigeon Pose. So grab your mat and let's open our hips. Hey everyone, April here. Let's go ahead and get started in our meditation. So hands on the knees, roll the shoulders just a few times. Get comfortable. Shoulders coming down the back. Spine is long. Crown is tall and reaching towards the sky. Think about grounding your sit bones deep into the earth, feeling the weight of those bones on the surface of the planet. Today we will be working through the sacral chakra, opening up our hips, and we will use the affirmation, I invite intimacy into my life. Now, intimacy can be anything that makes you vulnerable and close to another human. And it can be really scary to do that sometimes. But that's part of being human. I invite intimacy into my life. Holding that affirmation in your head, in your mind. Breathing life into it. Recalling your affirmation one final time. I invite intimacy into my life. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Slowly we open our eyes and we'll get started. So coming to lie on your back, knees come into the chest, and then feet come to the ground. Go ahead and reach that right leg up to the sky, cross the ankle over the other knee, and then we can either move the foot as close as possible to your hip or start to bring that knee towards your chest, hands around the back of the thigh. Feet are flexed. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach for the outside of your shin, pulling it into your chest. Make sure those shoulders are anchored on the ground. So find your variation and breathe into the belly. Opening up that right hip in that figure 4 position. Keeping the feet nice and active, so flexing the toes. Continue to breathe through the belly. In through the nose and out through the nose. Take one more breath. Exhale as we lower the foot down. Arms go wide and then foot goes to the ground. So that's falling over to your left side. Press the left hand into the knee as the right arm reaches above you to lengthen that right side of the body, as well as continuing to open the hip. your right foot is securely anchored onto the ground, or maybe on a prop if you have a block, something to raise the ground to your foot if it's a little too far of a stretch for you. And remember, you can always pause the video if you need to grab some props. Take one more big inhale, deep into the belly. Exhale, slowly release, come back through center, raise that leg up and bring the foot down. Left leg comes up now, cross the foot across the other knee. Maybe we bring the foot closer to the hip. Maybe we bring the knee towards the chest, hands around the back of the thigh. Or if you'd like to go deeper and you did on the other side, go ahead and bring your hands around the knee or around the shin. Feet are flexed, feet are active, shoulders are anchored on the ground, and we're breathing. Anytime we feel discomfort in the body, we tend to hold our breath. So notice when you do this and breathe. Just let it out, let it in. Continue to bring that life force in through your body. Take one more breath, inhale. And exhale, let the foot fall over to the right. Press that knee with the right hand. Left arm goes overhead, stretching along the left side of the body and in the hip. Remember, that foot is anchored onto the ground or possibly onto a block. I invite intimacy into my life. Let oxygen in through the belly, out through the nose. One more deep breath, inhale. Exhale, come back through center, left leg up and then foot down. Cross the legs, bring the knees to the chest and rock yourself up. Come through on the hands and knees. Find your tabletop position, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Now take the right foot, cross it in front of the left knee. Find your pigeon pose here. Inhale, lift the chest, the chin. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, lower the belly. Exhale, round, press away from the mat. Inhale to lift, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Now bring the hands a little forward and tuck the back toes. Lift that hip up towards the sky, keeping the foot where it is. We're in our pigeon pose and downward dog. Go ahead and inhale and exhale, bend the knee, stretch the hip. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And start to pivot onto that left side, keeping the leg where it is, into a side plank. Right arm towards the sky. Now come back through into that tabletop position. Release the legs nice and slow. And we'll do the other side. Hands are flat. Left ankle comes in front of the right knee. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale to round, press away from the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, press away, stretch the back. Inhale, stretch the belly. Exhale, scapula stretched. And then come back to neutral spine. Bring the hands a little forward. We'll tuck those right toes. And we're going to lift our hips up into our downward dog with our pigeon leg. Bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Now we're going to pivot onto our right side. Press into the hands, straighten the bottom leg. Left arm to the sky. Take a breath. And then lower the left hand down, come back into that pigeon downward dog, and then come down onto your knee. We'll release that foot and come up into our normal downward dog. Walk it out a little bit, stretching the legs, and come to stillness. Take a breath and come onto the toes, walking slowly to the top of the mat. Go ahead and take a breath here, forward folding, maybe a slight bend to the knees. Perhaps you take elbows in each hand for ragdoll. And swing from side to side, just releasing the hips and the legs. Inhale, we'll halfway lift. Plant the left hand, reach the right arm to the sky. You can let your left knee bend here. Stacking the bones, one straight line. Take one more big breath, inhale. And exhale, lower the right hand to replace that other and left arm towards the sky. Bending that right knee. Should feel a nice stretch in the left leg. And then lower the hands down. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale to fold. And then slowly roll it up all the way to standing. Arms come up, inhale, exhale, hands to the heart. Now for our Vinyasa Flow. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Tuck the lower ribs and the tailbone. Take another breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Go through your flow. Bending the elbows, maybe lowering all the way down to the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower. Wide cobra. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Fingertips on the ground. Inhale, cobra. Keep the pelvis rooted. Exhale, lower. Inhale, last cobra. And exhale, lower. Plant the palms under the shoulders. Come into downward dog. Take an extra breath, inhale. Exhale, cross the right leg over the left knee. Slight bend as we walk our hands back. Now let the foot slide to the outside of the other and then come all the way down. Letting our left leg straighten, right leg slightly bent still. It's on the outside of our left foot. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, walk it back. Untangle the legs, reach the right leg up, three-legged dog, right knee to right elbow. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, knee to nose. Bring that foot in between the hands. Turn the back foot 90 degrees and open up into warrior two. Remember to press that front knee out towards the pinky toe. So we're not leaning too forward, we're right in the center with our torso, straight up and down. That back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, pivot into our high lunge. And then exhale, lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Bend into that front knee, but pull that right hip crease back at the same time. Remember to breathe. Slight bend. Bring the hands together and point the index finger and thumb only for Kali Mudra. Getting a back bend. Exhale to lower the hands. Inhale, bring the knee up into the chest, hands to the heart. So back knee comes into the chest. Cross that left leg over the other knee and bend as in chair pose for a standing pigeon. Continue to watch your breath. Be with the breath. Don't hold the breath. And let the legs slide over. Squeeze the legs together. Maybe we bind once. Maybe we bind twice with the toes behind the calf for a half eagle pose. Find a focal point here. Notice what your foot is doing. And then slowly let that leg slide all the way down. Plant the palms. Step that right leg back as the left knee comes across for a pigeon seated. All right, so hands are next to the hips here. Find some buoyancy, upright spine. And now take the left hand right in front of your ankle. Reach for the back thigh with your right hand. So we're twisting towards our back leg, which should be straight behind us, one straight line. And then bring that foot in. Squeeze the foot in. Let's do 3 more. Squeeze and lift. Even if it only comes up a little bit, that is okay. That's where you are today. Keep going. 1 more. Squeeze. Lower. All right, now come back and start to lie down either on elbows or maybe forehead comes to the ground, stacking the hands for sleeping pigeon. I invite intimacy into my life. Breathe here. Deep inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Now planting the palms, nice and slow. Tucking the back toes. Come into plank pose. Go through your Vinyasa Flow. Push off the toes, lower down. Come up either to cobra or up dog. Inhale and downward dog. Exhale. Now to the toes. Exhale, anchor the left leg. Lift the right high. Bend the knee. Cross it over the left leg. And walk it back into your standing pigeon. You can stay here and fold, or you can plant the palms for a flying pigeon variation. Start to bring that shin closer to the tops of the elbows. Bend the elbows, looking forward. So armpits of the elbows are facing forward. We're looking further forward. Bring the weight onto the arms and lift the back leg. And then lower back down. Just a little test here. Walk back into your downward facing dog. Release the foot down. And now we take that left ankle, we'll cross it over the other knee, bend the knee, and walk it back. Let the foot slide to the outside and forward fold, getting a nice stretch in that right leg. Breathe. Take 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Start to walk the hands back forward. Release the legs and lift the left leg high. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg up. Left knee in and plant the foot. Turn the back foot parallel. Warrior 2. Checking our stance. So back leg turned in. Front leg pressing out towards your pinky toe. Arms are shoulder height. Mine's a little higher. It's a little funky. It happens. It's okay. Breathe. Inhale, pivot to high lunge. Exhale, lower down the back knee. Bring that front knee forward. Pull the left hip crease back. Kali Mudra with the hands. So pointing the index and the thumb. Back bend. Inhale and exhale. Lower the arms down. Runner's lunge. Lift the back knee. And then bring that knee forward into the chest. So back knee into the chest. Cross the ankle over the other knee. And start to sit into our standing pigeon, like a chair pose. Hands at the heart. Find your focus. Take 1 more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Begin to slide that leg over, twisting together. Maybe we bind once. Maybe we bind twice. Keep your focus. Notice what your foot is doing, hands together in active Anjali Mudra. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, exhale, slide the foot to the outside, plant the palms, step that left leg back, let the right knee fall to the side, pigeon pose. Bring the back leg straight, remember, straight behind the hips, and hands at the hips, find some buoyancy. Take that right hand, plant it in front of your ankle, reach for the back thigh. Start to bend in the knee, inhale, exhale to lower. Inhale, raise, exhale, lower. Inhale to raise, exhale, lower. Inhale, raise, exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, raise, exhale to lower. Come back towards the front into your sleeping pigeon, finding your variation. And remember, if we are leaning on the right hip, let's go ahead and put more weight towards the left. We're squaring the hips here, so we're not sinking. We're still keeping our alignment the whole time. Take a deep breath into the belly. I invite intimacy into my life. Exhale, release. Take one more big breath. Inhale. And then exhale, plant the palms, press into the mat. We'll tuck our back toes, lift into our plank pose. Find your stance, press off the toes, exhale to lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking that left leg, cross the ankle over the other knee and start to walk it back. We're going to try our flying pigeon again, or you can forward fold here, whatever feels good to you. Plant the palms, shoulder width wide, wide fingers. Hook the right foot around the elbow or around the arm, shins on the top of the elbows. Look forward, remember, look forward. Bring that back foot up, hold for a breath, and lower down. Just a little bit of practice here. Walk it back into your downward facing dog. Release the foot. And hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, chair pose. One last time. Turn the tailbone down. Come onto the toes. As a challenge, you can do this as an option. Hands come to the heart. And slowly, slowly lowering the hips down. Keep the heels raised. Reach the arms forward and sit the hips back. Scooch back a little, straighten the legs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Keep the arms next to the ears and then lower the arms. Pull the chest a little more forward. And now start to round only the upper back. Reaching the palms towards the sky to allow yourself to melt into this position a little deeper so there's no resistance. Chin can come to the chest as we breathe into our body, knowing that we did everything we could do for our bodies today and that every day is different. Sometimes we feel amazing, we're thriving, and sometimes we struggle and we need a little self-care, a little time, a little patience. I invite intimacy into my life, holding that affirmation close to your heart, in your mind, and knowing that it's okay to let other people in. And whether it ends up good or it ends up bad, it's part of the life experience. It's part of being human. Go ahead and Slowly roll it up, painting your yoga mat with your fingers. All right. So scooch a little forward, feet go to each corner of the mat as we slowly lower into Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable here. Hands come slightly out from the hips with the palms up. And we rest. Final resting pose or corpse pose, Shavasana. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Now you can pause the video and stay for as long as you'd like. Or you can start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes, waking up, coming back to the body. Slowly bring knees into the chest. Maybe we rock side to side a little. And start to bring yourself up into a seated position. All right, coming back to easy pose, Sukhasana. Thank you all so very much for sharing your time, your energy, and your practice with me and trusting me to guide you through this life journey. Although this is just a yoga session, you can take it with you off the mat and into your life, using any lessons you've learned, anything you've learned about your body, about your mind, and use it as a tool to thrive. I invite intimacy into my life. Take one more big breath. Inhale. And exhale. We bow. Namaste. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a whole lot. And also you can find us on social media, Well Life Yoga, on Instagram or Facebook. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Bye.